So it has all of this history. It was spared from the majority of the bombings during World War II, so a lot
Mhm.
of historic stuff is still standing. But, like, I'm like, throw some paint on the ground and make it a bus lane, and then you don't have to worry about trains, but they don't have that. So it took a while to get to places
Mhm.
versus, like, Tokyo, everywhere you go, you're 10 minutes away from a train station, and the trains come often they come every 3 minutes.
Wow.
And in
But
every
there's
3
so many people there too, right? So,
Yeah, like,
yeah, they
that
kinda
metro
need
area
to.
is, like, 40 million people, so it's, like, 4 times the size of New
And
York City.
are the trains, like, kind of, like, usually full-ish or.
Like, you ever see those videos of, like, the pushers where, like, that there's these videos, like, back in the day with the Tokyo Metro, they had people who were paid employees that pushed people to get the doors to shut because they were so
Wow.
full. I never saw any pushers, but there were people pushing themselves into the train at times, and very rarely was it not standing room only in there, and often, like, kind of making yourself as thin as possible
Yeah.
to stay on the train. But what's wild about it, and my gosh, that was actually part of, like, one of the things I was going to talk about, where was the rail system, is it's so well organized. And it's interesting because Japan is like this world of, like, high tech and super old school, and the transit system in some ways is a bit of both, where
Mhm.
it's so efficient, but it's often so efficient because it's old school.
Mm.
So, like, in the US, for instance, you go downtown and you have we have 3 lines: the red line in Pittsburgh, silver line, and blue line, and they all use a lot of the same tracks, where a lot of railways in Japan, they don't. They force you to walk.